What's up, folks? This is Kenny here. I'm an activist that's been involved in politics for several years now, and I'm just kind of my little walk-away video. There's, for those who don't know, Walkaway is a movement that urges black folks, mainly African Americans, but other folks, to walk away from the Democrat Party. They just had a huge march over the weekend. Wish I could have been there. I kind of missed that part, but I'm down here in Arkansas. We have gone to somewhat of a red state, although we're kind of more of a purple state when I look at some of our policies. There are still some pockets of large groups of people that still, for some reason, want to vote for the party of higher taxes, more government, murdering the unborn, racial strife, taking away of guns, the illegal camera, etc. So this is kind of my video urging people to walk away. Folks, I'm just going to go down the list kind of I see fit. Folks, if you want more to keep more of your own money, you need to walk away from the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party was, is, and always will be for higher taxes. And not just for higher taxes, but even worse, higher spending. Now, there are some other people, members of the other party, which haven't quite figured out that you have to cut spending in order to cut taxes. But at least they understand that you do have to cut taxes. And on a side note, walk away from any tax increase. There's one in Lonoke County, which is up northeast of where I am. I think that's around the Cabot area. And I think they have a tax increase. There's one down in Bryant. They're trying to set up some other, what they call these job training centers. Job training centers are basically a way to make up for the failures of the school system. And of course, they're often taxpayer funded. You need to vote them down. What we need is reform in the schools. And by reform, we need force a lot of these crooked superintendents to actually lower the salaries for themselves. And we have some superintendents here in the state of Arkansas making $250,000, $300,000. The one in Bryant actually does. And yet we're having to build a community center. Another one on top of all the other money that's always... Bryant just had a tax increase not too long ago that I fought against, where they got several $1 million to do upgrades on the schools. And it never ends. They just lob more money toward the schools. It's never going to fix it. Walk away from the party of higher taxes and higher spending. And I just gave you some kind of examples. Guns! Man, if you own guns, if you don't own guns, but you think people have a right to own guns, if you think people should want to be safer in schools and walking down the street, if you think women should have a right to have a chance of defending themselves, if you like hunting, you need to walk away from the Democrat Party. Walk away. You know, if you know that some of the Jim Crow laws, a lot of them were designed to disarm black people, so that the Ku Klux Klan that was started and then by the Democrat Party, and then more or less revived by the Democrat Party when Democrat Woodrow Wilson showed Birth of a Nation at the White House and openly supported the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, you need to walk away from the Democrat Party. The Democrats want to take away guns. They have tried to take away guns. They have tried to regulate guns to where you can't have them. And they've tried every other trick under the sun to do it. Their newest one is called red flag laws. Our verbally assaulting Democrat here named Greg Leding from Fayetteville, who is running against Don Clements. I'll get to that in a little bit. He along with another liberal named Will Bond, tried to push for red flag laws just a few weeks ago. You can even check out my YouTube video that talks a little bit about that. And they were properly shown to be the failures, and some of the red flag laws were actually, presented and completely discredited. Particularly, my favorite one is, of course, by Trent Gardner, who point blankly asked, if you're in a room with 15 kids and some Nikki Cruz or Sanarif brother or somebody that the government should have stopped but didn't is about to knock down the door, do you want to have a gun or not? And of course, the red flag supporters couldn't answer the question. They ducked it and dodged it. because they have no answer. Well, I mean, the obvious answer is yes. And sadly, there's still a lot of Democrats that still think you can somehow take away the guns from the bad people, but somehow claim to be, pro-gun, or at least claim that you're not going to take away guns. There's no way around it. These are the people trying to register guns, trying to ban assault rifles, ban bumper stocks, pretending that it's somehow going to stop the next mass shooter. It's not. It has it. Well, Pennsylvania is a blue state. It has some of the strictest gun laws. Most of these mass shooters are people that should have been stopped with other laws. Red flag laws are stupid because they basically say, well, if you're declared insane, so we need to take away your guns. Well, no offense, but there's already laws in place for if you're deemed a threat to society where you need to be taken away. I mean, if some guy's threatening to kill someone, they actually mean it. If like the guy who ran over the Ten Commandments monument earlier, he had an incident where he had a knife to his throat in a mall. That guy should have been detained. He actually did damage with his car. And we've seen where ISIS now is using cars to attack people. So, I mean, it's just stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's redundant at best, and it's a cowardly way to take away people's rights at worst. It's going to be like the no-fly list, but a lot worse, because the no-fly list prevents you from flying. Yes, it's an inconvenience. Yes, it's wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's bad. It really is bad. But, I mean, the Second Amendment, it not only allows that, but it allows people to take away your Fourth Amendment rights, because now they can... Well, you're crazy, so we have to go by your house and take away your guns. And, oh yeah, we're going to flag you down. Now you have to go and prove yourself, you're guilty until proven innocent before court, and you have to take time off to do that. So, yeah, if you have guns, you shoot these little assault bullets here. Yeah, just making a joke here, so this thing is assault bullet. Yeah, you need to walk away from the Democrat Party. The unborn. If you think an unborn is a person and you disagree with the same court system that years ago said that blacks were not a people and were property, if you disagree with the court system that did nothing when Andrew Jackson basically treated Native Americans like they were nothing, not human, yeah, you need to walk away from the Democrat Party. This is the party of murdering the unborn, and you have murdered millions of the unborn. I say we need to abort socialism because it's a horrible idea. We need to kill it before it continues to grow anymore. Yeah, these are people. These is the next Kanye West, the next Einstein. I made an earlier video where I talked about how Kanye West was almost killed because he was born not too long after the abortion Roe v. Wade was required to be allowed in all 50 states. And I say that, and I have to phrase that because Roe v. Wade didn't legalize abortion. Roe v. Wade forced other states to allow abortion. Of course, violating several principles of the Constitution, which a lot of these so-called less government activists seem to not miss out on, regardless of what you think of the unborn. But that's what Roe v. Wade did, and there are actually 3 abortion clinics right there in Atlanta. I don't know if any were set up when Kanye was born, but you kind of get the point. I mean, there's millions of people that have been killed, and who are these people? I mean, the next Einstein, the next Ben Carson, the next Audie Murphy, the next Kanye West, the next Beyonce. Who knows? Because they were killed, murdered, and then this is of course the party, which for the most part supports some of the looking the other way when these abortion mills commit other crimes, tax evasion, allowing us looking the other way in sex trafficking, lies. Abortion clinics have been caught knowingly not reporting. Child rape, and of course there's other cases like the Gosnell case, Kermit Gosnell, the movies just came out not too long ago, which I got to see. Yeah, you need to walk away from the Democrat Party and go see Gosnell, the movie. That really shows you how much these people really care about the black community.